Have anything?
We're good.
Great. Okay, the time is approximately 5:30 p.m., October 30th, 2023. Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman special call meeting will begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and online. I want to thank you for your presence at tonight's Board Mayor and Alderman meeting. My name is Ron Williams, the 4th elected mayor of town of Farragut. We appreciate that each of you has taken your time from your busy schedule to either attend or view tonight's special call meeting. All Farragut Board Mayor and Alderman meetings are public notice per Tennessee state law. Our meetings can be seen live on Charter Channel 193 or is also on TDS Channel 3, as well as Farragut YouTube channel and our website. All Board Mayor and Alderman meetings are recorded and can be viewed at a later date on the above mentioned locations. If you're in attendance, you should be able to pick up a copy of tonight's agenda at the door when you come in. If you were not able to attend tonight and are viewing online, it is available at our website. For those in attendance that would like to speak, please pick up a blue card at the door and write in your name and an agenda number you wish to comment on. On each agenda item, the mayor will ask that the town recorder for the residents' input. During this time, any Farragut residents wishing to speak to the board and mayor and alderman meeting on that specific agenda item may do so for up to 5 minutes. After being recognized by the mayor, please go to the podium microphone in order to be heard and viewed by all. To conduct efficient business-like meetings, the town has adopted rules for how its meetings will be conducted. Primarily, these rules are designed to keep the meeting moving, assure that all points of view are heard and considered, and to provide common courtesy to everyone. We ask that you observe the established meeting rules when addressing the board. At the beginning of your presentation, please state your name and address for the record. We ask that you address all of your questions to the mayor, or in his absence, the vice mayor. Do not direct questions to the alderman or staff members. If necessary, the mayor may call on an alderman or one of the staff members concerning your question or comments. Once you've given your input, please return to your seat so that we can continue with the meeting. We ask that every speaker avoid the use of improper language, profanity, or other inappropriate conduct and address issues, not individuals or personalities with malicious comments. Speakers should strive to avoid redundancy and should have their own original viewpoints. We ask that you also stay on topic on that particular agenda item. We're here tonight doing the people's business. It's a very important responsibility for all of us. Okay, we'll start tonight with a roll call for a quorum prior to standing for a silent prayer, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to our country's flag, which will be led tonight by Mayor Williams.
Alderman Burnett.
Here.
Alderman Meyer.
Here.
Alderman White.
Here.
Vice Mayor Povlin's absent, and Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams here. Pledge.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any agenda amendments?
Yes, sir.
Okay, none. If none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, if all in favor, please say so by saying yes.
Yes.
Any noes? Okay, let the record show the October 30th, 2023 special call meeting agenda has been approved as posted. Okay, we'll start off with ordinance 23-18, an ordinance to amend the ARPA fund budget for fiscal year 2023-2024, passed by ordinance 2307.
Yes, sir. The ARPA fund budget will be amended by increasing the appropriated expenditures from 7.4 million to 8.9 million, an increase of 1.5 million. The amendment is needed to budget for additional expenditures required for the town hall renovation project. The amendment will also increase the fund's revenues from 1.79 million to 3.8 million, which is an increase of approximately 2 million. The additional funding is due to the award of an ARP competitive grant through the state of Tennessee Department of Environmental and Conservation, and the State Water Infrastructure Grant Program for the McPhee Park stormwater parking facilities. And you can refer to attachment A for the detail of that information. And the motion is to approve ordinance 2318 on first reading.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, do we have a
We
resident?
have one speaker. It is Kim Parks.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Parks, please step up to the microphone.
Kimberly Parks, Concord Hills. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I know it's really a hard job that sitting on this board, especially when you have citizens like me that question everything you do. I have read the newspaper notice. I have emailed questions and was met with just a link to the agenda packet tonight. And it still didn't answer my questions that I had. And that is why I'm here tonight. What I read in the agenda and what was noticed in the paper, it doesn't match. It doesn't match the meeting packet. The motion does not match the agenda in the meeting packet, nor does it match the notice in the paper. That right there may be just semantics to you guys, but that is part of the reason why this board is on notice in the first place. I have read the ARPA from the federal level all the way down to the municipal level, and I'm concerned about using these funds since these are the same funds that the town is being sued for in the amount of $275 million in federal court. I'd like for the board to not approve this until the lawsuit has been settled. Furthermore, I would like for you to answer some of my questions. Where in the ARPA can you do renovations on the town hall building using the ARPA funds? If you're utilizing the change in the ARP funds from August 2023, please show us how you are able to utilize these funds in this way. I'm concerned about this because of the pending lawsuit. What is being done exactly? Because it's not clear in the description. Is the renovation for increase of usable workspace in the town hall, or are you just renovating the staircase, improving the windows and things like that? I have these questions as I've done a lot of extensive reading on the federal ARPA, and I've come up short on our town having the authority to use these funds in this way. With overwhelming concern, I ask that you table this until this lawsuit comes to an end, because as I've stated before, you certainly do not want to go down with this ship. Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, anyone else?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay. Okay, next will be the discussion. We'll start off with Alderman Burnett.
I don't have any questions at this time, Mayor.
Okay. Alderman White?
I have one question, just because I'm thoroughly confused. It's along the same line as the speaker. David can probably answer this. But David, is the total of the FY budget, is that a whole combination of all the grants that we've been awarded? It's all lumped into one number?
For Alderman White, do you mean which number are you referring to?
Well, like,
Just so I understand.
like the 1,000,005 that's going in there now, and the total of 8,900,000. Is that a total of all the grants we've received over time?
So in the budget that Ms. Myers had provided to you, it says attachment A. It gives you the ARPA fund, and that's overall fund for all projects that are within the ARPA fund for the last couple of years. What it has is two different line items. It has a revenue line and an expenditure line. So the revenue line shows you all the revenues that would have been received. Those are both federal ARPA funds and then state matching grant through the ARPA fund as well. The below that would be the expenditures that we are budgeted for. So everything in the amended budget for 2024, that's the fiscal year that we are in right now. So what we're requesting is to amend the town hall building improvements, which was originally budgeted at 2.5 million to now be 4 million. All the other line items in that budget would remain the same.
Okay, that answers that question. Now, my other question, like the grant we just received for $1,000,005 says it's for, the Fee Park stormwater parking facilities and water infrastructure. And that's in that total. So if we take money out of there, how do we know which grant it's coming out of?
Well, that's through a Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation matching grant. And so that's around a $2.5 million total project. We're getting $2 million to offset our costs that we were going to use for ARPA funds through that. And so what we'll have is roughly $2.5 million total budget when we get that project bid, and when we'll know what that number is. And then we have right now anticipated $2.1 million to spend in that money.
Okay, and your opinion is we can spend that on whatever?
When they offset those funds, that will go towards that project, and then that'll be an additional, waiting for the bids to come back, $400,000 to $500,000. That frees up that money for the board to be able to allocate to whatever funding you want to for one-time monies for these capital expenditures.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Alderman White. Alderman Mayor?
Pass.
I have no questions. Okay, with discussion completed, I will now ask for a roll call vote, please.
Alderman Burnett,
Yes.
Alderman Meyer,
Yes.
Alderman White,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams, yes. Okay, let the record show that the motion to approve ordinance 23-18 has been approved on the first reading by roll call vote. Okay, next will be business items. Looks like we have one to review tonight. Consider for approval of bids and award contract for 2024-07 Farragut Town Hall interior renovations.
Thank you, Mayor. This item goes along with the budget amendment that was just voted on by the board. So the town hall was originally opened in 1991. Now that we've been in the building a little over 30 years, we've filled it up with additional staff over the time, and we really need to look at renovating our facilities to make a more efficient working environment for our staff and able to conduct more productive meetings with the public. One of our priority initiatives for FY 2022 under our building and maintaining the town's infrastructure and assets was to develop plans that would enhance and update our town hall building. We initially went out for design with Cope Architecture. Cope has been working on that design over the last year and a half. And in 2024, we initially budgeted $2.5 million to allocate for construction, FF&E, and then temporary office space for staff as we move out of town hall to do the renovations and then move back. We did receive bids on November 21st of 2023 for this project, and we received one responsive bid from Wright Contracting for a base bid of $2,772,000. There were also two alternates included. The first one was an alternate for a new audience seating in the Board of Mayor and Alderman chambers for $95,700. And alternate number two was to repair all window sills, dam stops, and joints that allow water to infiltrate into the building for $227,700. The contractor will also have 365 days to complete the project from notice to proceed. The original construction budget estimate, which was completed about a year ago, was for $1.5 million. And since that time, the estimate was completed. Additional renovations needed to be included, which included a project scope increase. Those were demolition of the existing rotunda stairway and reconstruction to meet current building codes, window repairs, fire protection upgrades, and foundation slab repairs. These necessary repairs and the cost of labor and materials have impacted the cost of the project. Cope Architecture has reviewed the bids for completeness and recommends approval of the submitted proposal. Susan Davis with Cope is here if you have any questions specifically of her. Staff recommends approval of the base bid and only alternate number 2, which is the windows, for a total construction budget of $2,999,700. As this is an older building, there's a lot of things that we're not sure when we get into construction what may happen with tearing down walls and seeing things that we haven't seen in 30-something years. So staff is also recommending to include a 5% contingency for potential change orders in the amount of $150,000 and allow the town administrator to approve up to $25,000 in change orders before bringing to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for approval, just so that we can keep the project moving along in a timely manner. So overall, staff recommends approval of a proposed motion to approve the bid for contract 2024-07 Farragut Town Hall interior renovations with Wright Contracting for the base bid of $2,772,000 and alternate number 2, windows, for $227,700 for a total construction contract of $2,999,700. To also include a 5% contingency of up to $150,000 and to authorize the town administrator to approve up to $25,000 in change orders prior to Board of Mayor and Alderman authorization. I'll be happy to try to answer any questions the board may have.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. Resident comments?
I have one tonight.
Okay.
It's Wendy Rose.
Okay. Ms. Rose, please step up.
Hi there, my name is Wendy Rose. I'm at 537 MacArthur Lane. I've lived in Farragut about 20 years now. Okay, you guys just said that you only got grant money of 8 million. What was it? From ARP? Is that correct? Oh, I can't ask that question.
What's her question?
I'm not sure what your question is.
You
Sorry.
said you got 8 million in funding from ARP? Is that correct?
The budget for this year's expenditures are $8.9 million.
How much in total did you get from ARP? Because I know there's missing, that's not all of it. So how much in total did you get?
It's all in our budget that is included in the packet that the board received.
Well, you just got another one for McPhee Park, correct? Where is that in the budget?
It's the $2,017,591.
No, because it was only 1,000,002. The sewer one was 1,007,000. There's multiple grants missing that I have. I could be glad to send them to you if you're missing them.
We've received 3 grants.
You've received only 3. You have not done anything with Knoxville City or Knox County.
Not with ARPA. No,
Not with ARPA.
You haven't received any TIFs, bond money?
no.
Okay, and 3 grants. Because you received ARPA money, the first 2, right? 2 trenches. And now you're saying you've received sewer money and park money, and that's it. That's it, right?
Through the ARPA fund, what we have in our budget is what we have received.
Okay.
And that's what was in the
That's
packet.
that's fine.
Okay. Our next speaker is Mike Mitchell.
Mike Mitchell, 716 Brixworth. Mr. Smoke, this is a comprehensive analysis from Cope Architecture. It's not in the meeting packet. So if we look at the charter defines the government as the people. We have elected representatives. Mr. Hale's not here, he's a contract employee, and then we have town employees. This meeting started at 5:30. This looks to be over 200 pages long. Why is it not in the meeting packet? I'm sorry, according to protocol, Mayor, why is this not in the meeting packet?
I'm making notes, Mr. Mitchell.
I'm not Kreskin the Magnificent or whoever Johnny Carson was. You have a duty to inform the government. The people are the government. There are architectural drawings there. They're not in the meeting packet. This is insubordination to the government, to the people. I'm shocked. So I want an answer from someone. We are the government, and you are employees, and you are representatives. I read pretty quickly, but I cannot read this in 5 minutes. Those architectural drawings, we're in the blind. You have a special call meeting. We have a right to know how the money is spent and for what purposes. We were not properly notified. That's all I have to say. And I'll await your answer from the back.
Do you want to answer any of those, David?
Well, Mayor, typically we do not include 200 pages of bid documents that are very specific to what the contractor is doing and what they're bidding on. The bids were available to the public to view at any time they wanted to through our website whenever we had the bids out and available. So that information was available. What you are approving tonight is a contract with right to do that work. Obviously, if the board would like all that information and want to look through those 200 pages, we're happy to give it to you. Typically, that's not something that we have historically done, but we do give you all the contract language, all the verbiage that you have in your packet in order for you to make an informed decision. But if there's specifics you'd like to have, then we can certainly get that to you at any time.
Okay. Any more?
No, sir.
None? No more residents? Okay. Okay, we'll start with discussion. Alderman Meyer,
Pass.
Alderman Burnett.
I would just say as we get towards the tail end of the project, we look and see how we're tracking with change fees to look at possibly updating the seating in here as well. I'd hate to have a nice new building and move these very old seats there. So if we haven't gone way over budget, or we do have some of that extra money around from the 5% we're setting aside, it would be nice to do the seats.
Okay. Alderman White.
Yeah, I think what Mike was more referring to was nobody's seen any plans or specifications. I've kind of been told what we're going to do, and being in that business, I can kind of visualize what I'm told is going to happen, but I can see where the average citizen might want to take a peek at the plans or the specifications and just kind of see what we're going to do. But I don't think that was put out, and I think that's what Mike's talking about, that we're going to do something that most people don't have a clue what we're going to do. However, I'm totally 100% in favor of remodeling the building. Our staff and employees need that. They need a work environment that they feel safe in and they can perform. And I just think it's time. We've outgrown the building over the years, and we have a lot more employees now, and it's good for the citizens. So I'm certainly glad we're doing it.
Is that all you got?
All I have.
Okay, thank you. Well, I say after 30 years, yes, it is time. We are running out of space, and this will give us more space. So, with discussion complete, I'll ask that if in favor, vote by saying yes.
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 Well, I would say, Mayor, would it be possible to have plans and specifications available for if somebody wanted to come down and look at them just for curiosity or for their own information?
Well, it is available on the website, so.
We can make a copy available up front for all those that would like to come and see what's about to happen. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any noes? If none, let the record show that the request has been approved. Okay. Okay, the time is approximately 5:55. And without objection, November 30th, 2023, Farragut Board and Mayor and Alderman meeting is now adjourned.